I'm Andrew Kenyon from Boston, Massachusetts.
Hi, I'm Kate Acheson from Tipperary in Ireland.
We're part of our business manager team here at CrossCountry.
And we can't wait to answer these questions.
All right, Kate, you ready for this?
I'm good to go, Andrew.
Okay, so the first question. What excites you about CrossCountry's growth? So I think for me, Kate, when I think about growth at CrossCountry, I always think about the people here and where they are going to grow. And I feel like I've had like an amazing opportunity, feel very, very lucky to have had that experience where I came in within a small office, within a small group, and grew something to the point of kind of building out a new role for myself. And I think that that's just so cool and so indicative of what you can do at a company that values its employees and really wants to see growth from inside. So I think that would be the thing that excites me. But what about you?
I love that, Andrew. Like, you started in one spot and you've sat in so many different seats, and it's like, where can you sit next? Where can others sit next?
Yeah.
For me, it's similar. It's on the people, but it's like the culture aspect of it. And it's just amazing to have colleagues that are global, because we have different cultures, different backgrounds. At the moment, because we like where we are around the world, I'm like, where are we going to be next? Who's going to be joining our team? What can we learn from them? So from growing, and moving internally, but then also like internationally, that really excites me.
That's awesome. Love that.
What core values does your colleague most embody? So firstly, our four core values are excellence, collaboration, impact, and energy. With you, Andrew, I feel like you hit all four of them, but the biggest two that probably stick out for me are collaboration and impact. I noticed how well you work with everybody. I felt like that you were just nailing collaboration, and that we all felt so included, involved. And then the impact that you've made on the team, both from a market and service line perspective, I just think that you have such a good impact, both like professionally but personally as well. So they're my two that stand out for you.
Well, it's very, very sweet, Kate. I always like to joke that I feel like we have a fifth core value that's kind of unspoken, and it's humility. And I feel like that really speaks to the core value I think of when I think of Kate is collaboration, but I think of collaboration mixed with humility, where you're just kind of the unspoken hero that like does everything with everyone, and the impact that you make, corralling everyone from coast to coast in the United States and then across the world too, is really, really incredible. So I think the collaboration that takes is something special, and I think that you do that with a flair of humility as well.
That is fabulous. I was already having a good Friday, and now I feel like I'm having a great Friday. Thank you, Andrew.
How does your team stay connected? I think the biggest thing that I always try to do, and I feel like a lot of others at the firm here try to do, is never take up that space for personal connection at the beginning of an interaction. But it's like, hey, like, how was your weekend? Like, what did your kids dress up for Halloween? Those little things. Or at the beginning of a meeting, making space for jokes, making space for the opportunity for people to share a little bit of something. Like, it's not planned, but it's like a part of the cadence here that I really appreciate. And I think that that's really the only way to stay connected, is to just learn about one another and have that interactive space to continue to bond.
One of my favorite things is seeing our Teams channel, but also our team chat. It's always people are like eager to jump in, respond to each other, help. So like that goes every day. There's always somebody asking a question, there's always people to help. And I just love that, because everybody genuinely has each other's backs, and somebody has the answer in the team, and they're always willing to share it, and I just love that.
Yeah, I mean, talk about collaboration. You're the one that set up like the dozen other sub channels that are like just for fun, or let's talk about this, or let's talk about that. And you're right, there's always activity. Like, I love that.
Really, roll me in if I'm being extra.
The extra is what makes it special, Kate. So I love that.
Hey, Andrew, our next question: what has been your favorite virtual event?
It's the like totally non-work virtual events, where we just are able to set that time aside and just kind of talk about something that's fun, like the wedding and the baby showers. I love spending that time to specifically get to know someone and share their special event, and in that we set the time aside to do that and just talk about work for a second. I think those are my favorite virtual events.
You completely reminded me of like when I joined a call, I think it was in February, like I got married in February this year, and everybody on the call had my venue as their virtual background.
Yes.
And honestly, that blew me away. I think like small gestures is my love language. I was like, they're all here and they're all like virtually at my event. It was just amazing.
All right, next question. How do you bring your passions into your role?
One word that I would use to describe you is authentic. So I think you bring that with you. Even I think a couple of weeks ago you joined a call and it was like balloons hanging from the ceiling. So you were with us, but also your child's birthday party was with us. I just felt it was like you get to see an insight to people that's more than just like the 9 to 5 kind of, you know, work zone. In terms of me and passions to work, like I think one of the most important things to me is people, and like just really having people to the forefront and that people feel like welcome and comfortable, but also like looked after. Because I think if you are minding people, everything else just takes care of itself. You know, if they feel included and skilled to do something, they'll just go and they'll thrive. You know, they'll just really succeed. But something that I studied actually during COVID was coaching, and I love bringing elements of coaching into work. So like, you know, I had a couple of workshops with the operations teams on well-being, and to me, it's just so important that people are looking after themselves as well as working. Like, I don't think I could ever work somewhere where you don't feel happy or comfortable to be there, because it's so much of your life that you're spending with these people. And like CrossCountry is a really good fit because they are people first. They always have been, they always will be. So I just feel really comfortable, you know, to work and to give so much because you get so much back. Andrew, another high five.
High five.